y'all. Hey, it's your girl Just Kills, just with 2 S and not 1, cause period. And I'm back with another story time, y'all. It's hot out here. It's hot. It's hot for no reason. But anyways, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all comment down below, cause I would like to know what you think. Alright, so let's get into this story. This is the time that I pulled. Did y'all see that fucking bird almost fly my car? Okay, my bad, y'all. I thought the bird was about to fly up in the window because it was really, really close and I got scared, so I just... Anyways, this is the story time about the time that... How can I put this? I pulled an eye for an eye on a bitch because you just don't take advantage of people, y'all. Like, if you need somebody's help, that's because you didn't know how to do it, right? Right. So don't take advantage of the person who helps you, okay? Because that's like biting the hand that feeds you. Like, you'll never get fed again. Make it make sense. All right, y'all. So let's get this story detailed out. So this takes place back, I want to say 2020. And y'all remember Confused, aka Lala. That's what we're gonna call her, Lala. Yeah. So I told you guys that after Love had passed away, some of the friends came and basically tried to, you know, be within the family for comfort. So Lala was one of her friends, sometime friends. Like I told you, that's the one we moved to Vegas. And she come back around. She has kids and all that, so it's like, okay, you know, we know the kids, we let the kids, whatever. And our kids they're all around the same age. So I introduced her to my mom at the funeral, and after she decided that she was going to come around, she ended up coming to the house one day, and we chilled. You feel me? No hard feelings, no nothing weird or none of that. Like, we smoked, we drank, we just talked. No, old times, of course, because ain't no new times with this bitch yet. Like, Lala was fucking weird. So, one day she came over with this assignment, and she was like, I know that you used to help Love with assignments, homework, and all this other stuff, and other people at the college, so can you help me out? I'm like, yeah, that's not a problem. Like, you know, this is what I'm good at. So, I just want to let you know that I'm going to need a deposit, an upfront fee, because at this point, I'm not stupid. Like, the girl, like I told y'all, she was a little slow, so she was gonna need me to do it for her. Remember that. She didn't want help. She wanted me to do it for her, and that was my problem. So this assignment was probably due within like the next month. Not even a month, probably like 3 weeks away. And she bought like her iPad, the little bit of fucking information she had, and then let me see, her syllabus. So she explains to me, you know, whatever, shows me all the emails, this and that, everything she put together, which really had nothing to do with it. And I guess that was her way of saying, like, you know, well, bitch, I fucking tried, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, she drops her stuff off, and we talk or whatever about the assignment. We talked about the assignment and the due date or whatever. And she like gave me this email to her professor. Remember that. She gave me the email to the professor to make it seem like I was her asking questions. Remember that part. And she also gave me his telephone number, just in case I needed to text him and ask him for any information. Don't forget that. Key part of the story, y'all. So, time goes by and I start the assignment. And in this same week, I'm telling y'all, we had so much shit to do. I'm scared of these birds. We had so much shit to do, it's ridiculous. We had to be down in Moreno Valley, I think twice that week, to go help my dad do something with his car. So even going down there, I was literally on the assignment. Like, I understood the assignment. I worked on the assignment. I was getting the details, all the facts and shit together, and I started to put the essay together. So halfway through, she calls me, and she like, hey, she's like, I want to know how soon you'll be done with, like, you know, a first half so I can at least turn something in. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let me send you an email or whatever to your phone so you could just give it to him. She was like, okay, this isn't enough, but we could just wait. I don't remember how many pages the essay had to be, But it was kind of long because I worked hard. I think I did that shit for like 2 weeks. And I had her come over because I wanted her to explain to me what she understood about her assignment. And I wanted to jot down like her ideas. And you know, you go on Google and you got to put all of the reference and all that other shit. Like, she was telling me that's the shit I need to do. So I went back because her assignment was common sense. Like, I don't need Google to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And she told me she at least wanted an A or a B on her assignment. So I'm like, I'm gonna get you a B because it'll match with all your other grades and it'll look right. So I had to dumb myself down to write her essay to make it seem like it was for her. It sounded really, really professional. Like, I'm good at that shit. So it was still too smart for something that she would have came up with. So this shit is bothering me. Anyways, let me see. So like I said, I had her come over and had her explain to me what she understood, what she knew. At this point, I feel like I was done with the assignment. Like, okay, it's about time that you turn it in. So I send her all her information back. She come back, she pick all her stuff up, and she like, well, my professor went, I don't know if she said out of town or if he had another class or some other shit to do, but it wasn't gonna be due to the next week. So she was gonna come back, we was gonna review it and go over it. All in one breath while she's asking me to take my kids to the beach with her kids. So I was like, okay, well, while you take the kids to the beach, I'm gonna go over the whole assignment or whatever, and I'm gonna, you know, find all the nicks and crannies and see what I could make. I was trying to see if I could just make it sound better, a little different. And this is all of a sudden the Story and Smoke, y'all. So I might have to change this for the viewers' preferences. I'm sorry, y'all, but I need this. Anyways, she took the kids to the beach. I went over everything and I asked her, do you want me to submit this paper? And I'm gonna put the screenshots up too, because I asked this bitch. She said no, right? She said no, don't worry about it. I said within the next week he'll be back, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Lala just had a lot to say. So anyways, she came back and she said some slick shit like, oh yeah, because I gotta pay so-and-so to go over my essay again, and I gotta go to the tutoring center. At this point, I feel some type of way, because bitch, I've been doing this shit for 2 fucking weeks, and you telling me you gotta pay another motherfucker to go over your shit that I already fucking did. You acting like I'm dumb. Like, I'm dumb, and you asked me to do this assignment for you. Therefore, you were not able to do the shit. Like, that's when I find you disrespectful, because don't play on my fucking intelligence. Don't ever. Like, don't do that. That's mad disrespectful. So, I kind of just looked at her like, and then when she left, I sent her a text like, look, all I know is whoever else that you have whatever bargain deal with has nothing to do with Kel. Like, I know I want my 200, she gave me 60 up front, and that was just like for the first half of the research and shit. But I'm like, I know I need my 200 because I understood the assignment, I completed the assignment. You did not say to submit it, so I did not submit it. Well, she said not to, so I didn't fucking do it. Then she come back and she like, oh yeah, my assignment was late, whoop whoop wop wop wop. And I just looked at her like, so does that mean that you're not gonna give me my money or what? Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I did the labor, now you gotta, you know, pay me for the work. So I guess that was her way of trying to get out of it. So then, y'all, she sent me this goofy ass text. I lost my shit. And I know this girl's a little slow, but at that point, bitch, I'm about to play slow with you. So she sends me a text like, oh yeah, you only got me a B on the assignment, woo woo woo. Which in the other text, she asked me to get her at least an A or a B. She didn't want people to think, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, she told me that I didn't do, I guess it was some grammar issues and some other shit going on, which is why she was supposed to take it to the tutor to get it checked. Whatever the fuck she was gonna do, it was her assignment. But I did the main part for her. She could have did the shit over, put it in her own words. Like, bitch, you gotta use your head. Like, I can't do everything for you, bitch. I'm not finna chew your food and swallow it for you, bitch. So, at this point, I'm annoyed. And I sent her a text. The first text I send out, I swear, y'all, I was very logical. Like, I'm hot-headed as fuck. I was very fucking logical with her. And I let her know, this is what you asked me to do. This is what I did. This was the outline. This was the standards. This was the agreement. Like, you have to understand that you got to keep your end of the deal. Like, I don't give a fuck what personal shit you're going through. Like, if a motherfucker owe you $2,000, I'm sorry. I don't care that your family not about to be able to eat. You should have never borrowed money knowing that you couldn't get that shit back. Your fault. Maybe when you give me the $2,000 back, I'll go get your kids some noodles and shit. But look, it's not my problem that you're going through struggles. Like, you should have never asked for the help. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean. But I'm just saying, like, you can't, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And if you give somebody something, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, Lala comes up with every excuse as to why she just didn't want to pay me. And like I told her, at this point, keep it. Because karma is a bitch, but Kel worked faster than karma. Let me tell y'all what I did, because this bitch thought she could play games with me. First of all, I make copies of everything I do. I send myself emails. Like, you know, I'm an organized person. I write shit down. Like, I remember shit. If you owe me money, I got that shit in the book. I swear to God. So, she decided that she wanted to turn my work in and not pay me. I decided to call that bitch. Remember when I told y'all she gave me the email and the number to the professor? I called that bitch professor. And I told that motherfucker, that bitch turned my paper in. He said, you go to school here? I sure do. And she turned my paper in. That's not her work. Eye for an eye on a bitch, because you just don't treat people like that. You don't take advantage of people. I guess the professor was aware because he said that it sounded, you know, like something that she didn't do. I let that go because he was like, if she hits you up about anything else, or if you could, no, he asked me if I could send him any proof. I'm like, yeah. So she texts me. I guess she got a phone call from her professor. And she was like, bitch, you trying to get me kicked out of my class over some bullshit $200. But, bitch, that's my bullshit $200 because that was your bullshit-ass assignment that I didn't have to fucking do. Bitch, I'm done with college. I fucking did all of that shit already. Bitch, you the one that want to go and do whatever you trying to do. Like, I didn't choose to go back to school. I'm done. So, yeah, bitch, be mad. So what? You took advantage of me. You thought you was finna play me, and you got played. So she was like, you think that shit gonna work? I'm gonna go explain to him, woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, do what you must. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. At that point, she was blocked. So then the professor calls me back. No, I didn't block her. I didn't block her yet. But the professor ended up texting me and asked me if I can send him everything through text. And if I could send him my copies and proof that I did it. So remember when I told y'all that week was busy and we went down to Moreno Valley? I'll call myself going live and saving my video from Instagram of me doing that assignment and actually letting people know live, you know, what I was working on and talking about. And I had people interested in it, and I was actually getting, you know, tips and stuff from them. I kept the video. I kept the screenshots. I kept the text messages. I kept the agreements. So I sent it all to him. And then she texted me and she was like, so you get me kicked out of my class. I got kids to feed. That's how you feel. What if I needed that $200 though? Like, what if I needed to feed my kids that week? Like, you didn't give a fuck. So why should I care? Like, that's what people gotta understand. So I text her back and I said, oh, I see that the shoe is on the other foot. You don't like it when it's mishmack. You don't like that shit. That shit don't fucking feel good, but look how you did me. And like I told her, karma was a bitch, but you can't do that shit. So she got in trouble for plagiarism and ended up getting kicked out of that class. I don't know if she got kicked out of the school, but I know she got kicked out of that class. And that was one of her main classes that had the most credits for her to get her FAFSA. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her financial aid. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have played me. Like, pay up. Your fault. So then she like, oh, I know where you live at and woo, woo, woo. So, majority of everybody know where I live. It's on Google. It's Sweets to 420. Like, bitch, what's your point? Everybody know where I live at. But ain't nobody stupid enough to come over here. So, I wasn't even tripping off of her. Because, like I said, she had the name confused for a reason. And, it was just something wrong with her. I don't know what she thought. Like, that is the time. That is literally the time that I went eye for an eye on a bitch because she thought that she could play me. And no. And and then strung it along like, oh my God, we're family. Love wouldn't have did this. Love wouldn't. You don't know what she would have did, because when she didn't get her money, she be tripping. So, anyways, that bothered me, because let people rest. Don't do that. I don't know why people be trying to play me, y'all, but I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Okay. But anyways, y'all, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe. And until next time, because I'm high and I'm ready to go sit down. But bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.